Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, James Orengo and Raila Amolo Odinga right now are not on the same page. If you go to the reactions which Orengo has been releasing lately, especially after there was talk about government of national unity, the first reaction which Orengo gave was to tell Raila Amolo Odinga straight that we can't work with President RUTO. Let him sink alone. That was the first message which Orengo issued, which sounded as a warning. And to him, it as if that should happen, or that should have happened, then he was willing to leave ODM. Orengo was very tough. And we saw the reaction that came from John Mbadi, who by that time was seen to be angering towards working with William Ruto. So I would like to I'd like to take you to a statement that James Orengo issued, because James Orengo, soon after Ruto listed those names about the ones who are going to serve, under his government, Orengo took to his X-handle and said the following: "Principle is indivisible. It is either wholly kept or wholly sacrificed." This fact that principle cannot be divided is the reason why I brought in this analysis. What is James Orengo saying? And who is James Orengo addressing this to? Personally, I think this is being addressed to Raila Amolo Odinga. So I would like us to go to James Orengo's reaction, because partly I think he was addressing this to Raila Amolo Odinga, or addressing this message to the 4 appointees or the 4 nominees. So before we get to that extent, please like this video. It's so important if you like this video. I'm so grateful for everyone who has been liking our videos. I don't take that for granted. Subscribe to our channel if you've not subscribed before, and to existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support. I was telling you that a week ago, Orengo reacted to the rumors which were circulating that ODM was going to join Kenya Kwanza. That's why he said joining President Ruto is a disaster. In fact, it is an abomination because it cannot work. Take note of this. It cannot work. That is what Orengo said. Now, Ruto went ahead to appoint or to nominate 4 members from ODM. And that got Orengo to also respond again. And this response, personally, I think first it's being sent to the 4 nominees. The 4 nominees, Mbadi, Oparanya, Joe, and Wandai, that they should have principles and stand by the principles of ODM. Mind you, these people, if they accept, and they had already accepted the nomination, it will be on their own selfish interests, their own individual interests. That is according to what ODM leadership has said, and they're supposed to resign. And Edwin Sifuna talked about that. So, in the wake of this realization, let me bring you up to speed with the plan that the National Assembly has already embarked on, subject to the nominations which were forwarded to the Parliament. Word has it that the clerk of the National Assembly on Thursday released the vetting order for President William Ruto's new cabinet nominees. And according to the notification of approval hearing, the vetting process will take place between Thursday, August 1 and Sunday, August 4th. So the question here, ladies and gentlemen, is Junet going to execute what he said? Because Junet said him is going to hold everybody who has been brought there accountable. If one has served for like 2 years, the first 2 years of Kenya Kwanza, they should be able to account for those 2 years. What did they do? The amount of wealth they acquired within that duration, they should also be able to explain. I think I think with this, they were targeting someone like Murkomen. They were also targeting like someone like Kithure Kindiki and Aden Duale. So those are some of the controversial ministers or cabinet secretaries who are serving in Ruto's government before they were all fired. So that is why Orengo is looking at this matter and saying that he feels principle is not being adhered to. If Joe may used to fight William Ruto,
kama kuna mtu ako na namba ya William Ruto, arekodi hii video mtumie. Maisha yangu tangu nizaliwe sijawahi kuona mtu muongo, mfisadi, baradhuli, dhabdhabina kama William Samoei Ruto.
Ministry of Mining, Blue Economy and Maritime Affairs, the Honorable Hassan.
Now, let me also take you through another narrative that is slowly building up. In 2027, when there will be a fresh election for a presidential election, the four gentlemen who have been nominated by William Ruto will face the music. The truth of the matter is that in Opiyo Wandayi's area, if he secures this cabinet seat like he has done and goes through the vetting process, which has already been published and is going to take place beginning August 1, if he goes through the vetting process and is successful, because of course, you know, there's a challenge here, because there has to be mobilization from the party, that those members of ODM who are in the parliament must be able to support the nominees. That is now where the problem is. It's a big problem because this position is not of ODM. If it's not of ODM and the ODM has already distanced itself from these nominations, then what do you think is going to happen? Because there has to be mobilization. There has to be mobilization from the Kenya Kwanza. There has to be mobilization from the ODM to be able to get these names to be fronted, and probably the nomination will be confirmed so that Ruto can swear them in. So the problem is now when it comes to after the committee, not even before the committee, but after the committee, where now wabunge watakuwa wanaenda pale kwa kupiga msasa ya majina. Sasa hapo ndio kuna shida. If Sifuna's position, Orengo's position, and any other position of other leaders is that ODM is not involved, it means ODM will seek to shoot down these names. That is why I told someone that this is still a challenge to the nominees. The four nominees are still in problem. The members of parliament might decide to shoot down all those names which William Ruto has fronted, all of them, because they will say that Ruto has not done according to the expectations of many people and has not honored what he promised to the young generation, the young youths who are still demonstrating. They might decide to throw away all these names kwa sababu wamekasirika. That can still happen. So that's what I'm saying. The fact that I've seen celebrations from many places, celebrations in Mombasa, celebrations in John Badi's area, celebrations in Opiyo Wandayi's area, and even Oparanya's area, bado haijaisha. Members of parliament might decide to throw away these names. They go to the floor of the house because of numbers and say that we are in solidarity here with each other, solidarity with the youth. Now we want to throw away all these names. That can still work. That can still work. If the position is not of ODM and Raila Amolo Odinga's blessing by the haiko pale, then rest assured that mobilization will be a challenge. There is another phase of mobilization. So it means Oparanya, Mbadi, Joe, and Wandayi, they still have to mobilize their constituents so that wakisha mobilize hile watu wapigiwe msasa na wapite kwa bunge, na kama hiyo haitafanyika basi wako na shida. That's why these celebrations were premature. Personally, I came across a celebration of Mombasa. Niliona hivi kabisa watu wakinipita walikuwa wengi sana, and that is already indicating that hawaelewi kwamba the process is still on. The nomination has been done, yes, but the process is still on. I saw even Murkomen in his area, Elgeyo Marakwet. The people were on the streets celebrating already. But you see, the grilling has not been done, you know, the vetting has not been done. So that is now where the problem is. But of course, it can go either way. It can go to confirm them, it can go to reject them. So either way, we just have to wait for what is going to happen. But as I speak right now, wabunge wanajua kwamba watakuwa katika shida wakiapprove ya majina. So most likely ya majina wata reject. Most of them, they will reject. And Junet already indicated that, say that he's going to reject majority of the names because they are incompetent. According to him, that's what he said. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'll express my case here, but I told you about what Orengo's position is, and Orengo is telling these people to look at their principles. It cannot be divided. You can't divide your principles. You either have principles or you don't have principles. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. So perhaps if you're watching this video and not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.